Ann Arbor Hands-On Museum is hosting a hands-on holiday event for kids and families of all ages. The museum featuring more than 250 interactive exhibits, all designed to spark your imagination. 7 Action News reporter Mike Woolfolk joins us live from the museum this morning with more on what the holiday-inspired event has to offer. It makes you feel like a kid again in there, doesn't it?
Absolutely, Andy, and as you saw during the headlines there, I was playing with a Duncan yo-yo. That's the first time I played with a Duncan yo-yo probably in 40 years. I mean, really, I was amazed that I could still make it work. And we're going to do an experiment here where the kids can get kind of messy. You know, kids like to get messy. We adults, not so much. But we're going to give it our best shot. I got Nicole right here with the museum. Tell us what we're doing here.
Well, our make and take project for this week for the kids is to make snowball bouncy balls. So they get to make a bouncy ball, see how it works, get to take it home, and they get to make it starting with just 2 liquids, and they end up with their bouncy ball.
Yeah, some rather simple ingredients here. I mean,
Absolutely.
we're talking what, borax.
We're talking things you can get at the grocery store. We've got borax laundry booster here, and we have Elmer's glue all. You can do it with just about any glue. We found glue all works the best though. Okay. That's all you need. So what we have here is we just have a tub with water and a whole bunch of borax in it. You can see it's almost cloudy from the amount of borax we have in here.
When you say like a whole bunch, what would you put, like half the box?
Probably about 1/3 of the box in here. So there's a lot of borax in here.
Right.
And then what I'm going to have you do is just take this scoop, take a scoop of the glue all. This is just the glue plain. There's nothing added to it, nothing fancy about it. And just go ahead and drizzle that right in there. There we go, just like that. Perfect. Now what I'm going to have you do is I'm going to have you stick your hand in there and find that glue you just poured in there. It'll kind of be a little bit slimy, a little bit sticky. Yeah, pull it out into like a nice big ball. There you go. Now just kind of start squeezing that together. So we can see it's really stringy when we first start. Just kind of start squeezing it and squeezing it.
Squishy.
It's squishy, and we'll see you get these little bubbles. So that's the glue inside. And what's happening here is the borax is reacting with the glue and creating this polymer. So the glue starts to link together, and it becomes almost kind of like a rubber or a plastic, which are other types of polymers.
That's what it feels like.
You keep squishing it. You feel those bubbles in there. What we're doing is we're popping the bubbles of glue in there, letting everything react, everything get nice and polymerized. And as we do that, let me give that a feel. Yeah, there we go. So now we're in pretty good shape. We can roll it into a ball. And now it takes a little while. When they're first super slimy like this, it takes a little bit of time before they're going to bounce really well.
But you have one you did earlier.
I did. So I've got one we did earlier. So that one we'll let dry out. That one will be in good shape in just a couple of minutes. Here's one I did a few minutes ago before we started. So we can see it's nice and smoothed out. And when we take that, we have a bouncy ball that the kids can take home. They get a little container to put it in, and that is how they can take that home so that they can play with it and continue having fun with the Hands-On Museum once they leave our building.
Oh, wow. Okay, so we've got some information on the screen for you guys. This is going on for another week or now until next Sunday, the January 4th. You can come on down here to the museum. We're going to talk more about those details and do experiment number 2 coming up in our next half hour. So stay with us. This is pretty cool. It's really cool, in fact. Andy, you got to come try this.
Hey, I'm definitely going to try that. I mean, I'm sure some kids at home are going, I wonder if we have any borax in the house right now.
Fun for all ages.
Yeah,
there.
absolutely.
Mike's having a lot of fun.
Absolutely. Thank you, Mike.